Meghan Markle's Netflix cooking show, With Love, Meghan, is about exploring the joys of cooking, gardening, entertaining, and friendship. You know, Meghan Markle's strong suit. But according to insiders, there's no actual cooking or recipes in Meghan Markle's cooking show. Kind of like an unbirthday party from Alice in Wonderland. Instead, Meghan Markle is going to play the hostess with the mostest and share tips on how to elevate a pile of shite with a sprig of mint. Oh, joy. Now, rumors are swirling around that there was a huge explosive fight behind the scenes with Netflix, and her show is in big, big trouble. Could Meghan Markle's show be delayed once again due to the negative backlash and drama? You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So before we get into today's video, I wanted to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, June's Journey. Now, if you're anything like me, you like a good murder mystery, and this is the perfect game for you. June's Journey centers around the main character, June Parker, who is trying to solve the mystery of the murder of her sister and uncover deep family secrets. Now, it's rooted in the glamorous 1920s. It's a very beautiful aesthetic game with a very interesting cast of characters. Now, my favorite part of the game is the hidden objects, where you go around a room looking for clues, looking for hidden objects, anything you can do to help solve the mystery. You can also build and customize your mansion on a garden island. This is a really fun and very interesting game to play, and it's 100% free to download. So if you'd like to download June's Journey, the link will be in the description below. You can play it alone or you can join groups and do competitions. You can download June's Journey for free by clicking on the link in the description or on the QR code. Let me know, guys, if you download and try June's Journey. So one thing that we can definitely say about Meghan Markle is that she's consistent. She is consistently bad and failing at pretty much everything that she touches. We call it the Markle effect, and well, Meghan Markle has markled herself so far in 2025. It's been a little bit of a bumpy ride, and I have to say Netflix has been standing by her, and they're about to go down with the ship. It reminds me of the captain who was on board the Titanic, and he said the captain never abandoned ship. Well, honey, you're about to find out it's going to be a little cold where you're going because you're about to hit the iceberg. Now, there's a lot of rumors circulating from secondhand sources. There has been a lot, and I mean a lot, of fighting behind the scenes. We already know that Meghan Markle had the editors and the marketing staff fired, like a freed up future, from the previous trailer. She got rid of all of them because, of course, it's not her fault that she's getting ridiculed online. She fired everyone associated with her production team for Netflix. So she has a whole new team of editors, marketers, producers, etc. But they're getting tired, folks. They're getting real tired of Meghan. So publicly, Netflix came out and they supported Meghan after she got roasted. They said, hey, we're supporting Meghan. We're so happy and excited for Harry and Meghan and all their projects that are coming out, even though Polo was a complete and utter flop that nobody, and I mean nobody, talks about. That thing is done and buried. RIP to Polo. But they're looking forward to the future, and they mentioned, the cooking show is going to be a hit, and the producer was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. She has this amazing pasta that I want to try, really trying to sell us a story. And then, of course, they mentioned The love story. And I'm not talking about Harry and Meghan, the salt and pepper of Montecito. They're talking about the book from Carly Fortune, Meet Me at the Lake. Remember, about a year and a half ago, Netflix purchased the rights to the book and gave it to Harry and Meghan to pretend to be producers. And we've heard nada. It's like not even in production. It's still in, quote, development. It hasn't moved one iota since it was announced. Now, Carly Fortune actually sold a second book that is going to be adopted into film, and it's going to be adopted into film by Amazon. I find it interesting that she has gone with their competitor and not with Netflix. Why would she do that if she's so happy with the way they've been handling the first project? Netflix, of course, had to come out and save face and say, we stand behind Meghan Markle because she is the greatest thing since sliced bread, even though she won't be slicing any bread on her cooking show because she doesn't know how, apparently. But again, Netflix, they're going down with the ship. They've actually doubled down backing Meghan Markle, even after her trailer came out on YouTube and was ridiculed. I mean, it was eviscerated, had the most unlikes in history. They're still backing her, backing a dying horse. Again, they're going down with the Titanic, so much so that apparently they are going to put Meghan Markle's products in their Netflix shops in 2 shopping malls. They have 3 products that they are going to sell from Meghan Markle's line that they are going to put in the mega malls of Meghan Markle's brand, and it's going to be their olive oil, honey, and jam. Now, we don't know what the label is going to be. Some are speculating it's American Riviera Orchard, but again, that thing is literally DOA. Okay, buried RIP with everything else that Meghan Markle has failed at, Limonada, Spotify, etc. But again, Netflix House, I believe they've gone ahead and they're almost done with their trademark for Netflix House. So maybe they're going to have it under the Netflix label, calling it With Love Meghan by Netflix House, or American Riviera Orchard by Netflix House, something like that. But again, Meghan Markle did not get the trademark for American Riviera Orchard, and I cannot imagine Netflix would put their neck out and try to sell American Riviera Orchard without getting a lawsuit. So I can't imagine they would use American Riviera Orchard. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how they're going to package and label Meghan Markle's products. Now, it's going to be in only 2 stores. It's going to be inside of a store in the King of Prussia Mall in Philadelphia, and then it's going to be in the Dallas Galleria. So again, it's not like it's this big global phenomenon, guys. They're selling it in 2 stores. But again, because it is a small quantity in only 2 locations, maybe they're doing it that way so that way they can say, oh, look, her product sold out, guys. That could happen, but I do find it interesting that Netflix is standing behind Meghan. They are going down with the ship, and they're trying to sell some of her products in 2 of their pop-up Netflix houses. So besides a major branding problem with the ARO trademark and the huge amount of negative backlash they have received from Meghan Markle's cooking show trailer, the biggest problem they actually have is the content of the actual cooking show. And guys, it's not good. It's actually pretty bad. So according to an insider, there's been a lot of fighting and a lot of drama behind the scenes between Meghan, the board members, the CEO, and the executive producers because they're trying to decide what to delete, what to keep, and what to add in and do reshoots. We only have about 2 weeks until the show is about to drop. So rumor on the street is that Netflix, again, they're trying to save face, trying to not get markled, but I think we all know this is a flop on arrival. that they decided to bring in some test audiences, people who actually liked Meghan, to view the episodes and to give feedback. And well, it wasn't good. The feedback was cringy and fake. So we know that this cooking show is not a cooking show. It's an uncooking show. It's Meghan Markle prancing around with her little rich friends in a fake rented house with hair and makeup and a camera crew doing what Meghan does best: word salad speeches, talking about herself and looking at herself in the camera and giving us tips on how to add glitter to poop and make it not stink. There's even an episode where Meghan Markle, y'all, I kid you not, is going to teach you how to make some poopery to put next to your bed. I think the cutting these strawberries into hearts with some whipped cream cheese is an example of what we're going to see on the show. Yes, elevating it with a sprig of mint. So according to the Insider, the feedback they got from people was bad. And they cut up to 40 minutes of footage, 10 scenes that was with Mindy Kaling. So Mindy Kaling is practically cut out of the show. So the parts that they cut out was this weird fake acting that Meghan and Mindy were acting like a bunch of girlfriends going to the beach, riding around in a Jeep with the wind sweeping their hair in Southern California. Again, it was kind of like a vlog of Meghan Markle's life, not teaching people how to be a hostess. So people were kind of confused about this really uncomfortable scenes with Mindy Kaling and Meghan running around talking about life and boys and going to the beach, and they were like, it didn't fit with the show. What the hell is this? So according to the Insider, they cut 10 scenes, 40 minutes worth of footage with Mindy Kaling, and Meghan was not happy, and Mindy Kaling is not happy, right? Because she's practically cut out of the show. But according to the Insider, Meghan is so mad that she's trying to get more people fired, but it's like, we're getting close to the drawing board here. You know, they've been working on editing the show since it was announced that it was pushed back. They deleted that footage, and now Meghan Markle's getting desperate. And again, y'all have heard the rumors. In the beginning of the show, Meghan Markle wants to do some kind of announcement where she's sitting down talking about the wildfires and, of course, how she was a disaster tourist and a grief ghoul, and how her and her husband saved the day walking through people's burned homes. And maybe she'll include the part about the Billie Eilish t-shirts. I mean, it's ridiculous that she even wants to include this in her cooking show. So they're going round and round because they feel like they need to address the elephant in the room, which is the LA wildfires, because after all, Meghan Markle is showing quite a bit of Southern California, and it is a bit insensitive to have a show and then there's devastation. So there's rumors now. Should they move it back? Should they cancel it? Should they shelve it? What are they going to do? Should they talk about the wildfires? Should they just, keep the show as is and not put any footage of the wildfires? So they're going round and round with Meghan wanting to use the footage of her and her husband walking around like a bunch of ambulance chasers through people's property. So we don't know if it's going to be included, but the rumor is it's very, very tense. There was some talk of, again, pushing the show back because people are getting really tired of Meghan Markle and her demands, and the show is crap. It's a cooking show with no cooking. So there's a food expert by the name of Alice Waters who, according to insiders, kind of had some snide comments and opinions about Meghan Markle. She was actually floored at how little Meghan Markle actually did on the show. She didn't do any cooking. She didn't do any food prep. All she did was hair and makeup, and sat there and made sure she had the perfect lighting. It was very fake. It was very staged. Again, she's filming in a place that's not even her home, not even her garden. And Alice went on to say she doesn't know anything. She has no cooking skills. Why are we on a cooking show with a woman who doesn't know how to cook? So again, according to these insiders, Alice Waters was not impressed. She was not thrilled with Meghan Markle. There was a little bit of a heated moment between the two ladies. Apparently, Alice Waters is a diva herself. But again, she didn't have the kindest things to say about Meghan Markle. She was not impressed with Meghan Markle's cooking skills, shall we say. So, yeah, even people on the show are saying the woman doesn't do any prep. She doesn't do any work. She does no cooking. It's all staged. It's all smoke and mirrors, hair and makeup, and Meghan prancing around with her little rich friends and a camera spewing a bunch of word salad. It's not a cooking show. It's a Meghan Markle lifestyle show where she talks about herself and tells you how to do things that you could have done on a YouTube channel and not a Netflix show. So again, we were all thinking she was going to be the next Martha Stewart, but she's literally a blogger, a vlogger, a YouTuber, something you could find on Google in 5 minutes. Nothing new, nothing original, not even a recipe to share with anybody. Why she has this as a show is anybody's guess. So Netflix, y'all, is scrambling because they know they have a flop on arrival. They're a little tired of dealing with Harry and Meghan. Now, of course, publicly they came out and were acting like everything's hunky-dory, but I think we all know behind the scenes it's not the case. So again, there were rumors that Meghan Markle, they're still scrambling about what to put in the front of the show. Is she going to have an announcement about the wildfires? They cut over 40 minutes of footage from her show, which I believe is 8 episodes, and they're not very long episodes at that. And there's another rumor, which I'm beginning to believe is true. From what we saw from Meghan Markle's Instagram, we might see more of the kids. She's getting desperate. She needs to appeal to a younger audience, a broader audience, because she needs to be likable, and she's not likable. So are we going to see more clips from her Instagram reels of the back of Archie and Lily's head in her cooking show? There's a very good possibility we might have a little bit more of Harry and a little bit more of the kids sprinkled in, because remember, they have to fill the 40 minutes that they cut from the show. So it might be some wildfire footage and some more footage of the kids. So it's getting crazy. I guess we're going to find out pretty soon. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think they're actually going to air the show on March 4th? Or do you believe they could possibly delay the show even further? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.